So we've all seen them, right? The digital avatars that are just a little bit off, they're stiff, kind of creepy,
Mm.
and they promise this great interaction, but mostly just deliver discomfort.
Exactly. And today we're diving into the company that just raised $10.5 million in seed funding to basically kill them off. They're good.
We're talking about Lemon Slice. And they've got some heavy hitters behind them, like Combinator and Matrix Partners. Their goal seems to be cracking what feels like the next big thing, a truly interactive, photorealistic AI agent.
Yeah, and the mission really comes from what the current market just can't do, which is solving that uncanny valley problem.
The uncanny valley.
You know, the co-founder, Lena Colucci, she put it perfectly. She said that a lot of the existing avatar solutions from competitors, they often add negative value.
Negative value, wow. So they're actually making the experience worse.
That's the claim. They look okay for maybe a second or two, but then that visual awkwardness just hits you and you just want to click away.
Let's just define that for a second. So the uncanny valley is that feeling, right? It's after maybe 5 seconds when the avatar blinks or moves in a way that's just slightly wrong, and it just makes your skin crawl.
Precisely. That's the feeling they have to eliminate. And so our mission here is to figure out why these big VCs are betting that this specific team, with their technical approach, can win where giants like DID and Hagen have sort of stalled out.
Okay, so if the old avatars are actively hurting engagement, Lemon Slice has to be doing something fundamentally different. So what is it? What's the secret sauce they're betting millions on?
It's all about a model called Lemon Slice 2. It's a 20 billion parameter diffusion model.
Okay, diffusion model. From an ML perspective, why is that such a big deal for video?
Well, older systems often relied on something like keyframe interpolation, which is what creates that stiffness, that puppet-like movement.
Mm.
Diffusion models, on the other hand, and this is what powers things like Sora, they generate the entire video frame from noise. It allows for all these subtle, really realistic micro-movements, and that's exactly what you need to overcome that unnatural stillness.
And the technical claim I saw is just stunning. They're saying it can live stream videos at 20 frames per second on just a single GPU.
Yeah.
For the listener, what does that actually mean?
It means it's not just a lab demo. It means you can deploy these high-quality avatars cheaply and at scale in real time. Think customer service bots, virtual classrooms, that sort of thing.
And it's easy to set up.
Apparently, yes. They only need one image to create an avatar. And you can deploy it with a simple API call or just embed a widget with one line of code.
Hold on, though. If companies like DID and Hagen are already out there shipping products, isn't Lemon Slice just years behind, no matter how good their tech is?
That's a great question, and I think that's where the investor thesis really comes in. They're betting on the architecture, not just the current app.
So it's a long-term play.
Exactly. Y Combinator's Jared Friedman believes this diffusion transformer approach is the fundamental ML method that can finally overcome the uncanny valley. He even said it could break the avatar Turing test.
The avatar Turing test. I like that. So that brings us to this other phrase I saw from Matrix partner Ilya Suchar. He praised their generalized bitter lesson scaling approach. Can you unpack that for us?
Sure. So a bespoke model is limited. It's built for one thing, and it hits a ceiling pretty fast.
Okay.
A general-purpose model like Lemon Slice 2, though, it learns from these huge, constantly growing data sets. So its video quality can, in theory, improve exponentially every time the big text models like GPT-4 get better.
So it's designed to be a foundational model, not just a feature. It rises with the whole AI tide.
You've got it. They're betting the interactivity that made ChatGPT a phenomenon for text can finally translate to video, but only if the video isn't creepy.
Which makes the application so critical.
Right.
They mentioned the usuals, e-commerce, corporate training, but they're also aiming for some really sensitive areas. I saw mental health support agent on the list.
And that one application proves why this all matters so much, right? You can deal with a stiff chatbot for a shipping query,
Sure.
but an avatar trying to provide empathetic, behavioral support has to be utterly believable. The tech has to provide that visual comfort for you to actually engage with it.
And they're using 11 labs for the voice. So they're going for that full high-quality package.
Yep. Human-like, non-human, the whole range.
And just a quick note on safety, they do claim to have guardrails to stop unauthorized face or voice cloning.
Right, using large language models for moderation. So the central takeaway is pretty clear. The race to build these non-creepy digital agents, it really hinges on these advanced general-purpose diffusion models.
The industry is basically saying this technical core is the fastest way to connect that easy, scalable video with the runaway success we saw with text tools like ChatGPT. Which leaves a pretty big question for you, the listener, to think about. If they really do break this avatar Turing test and these super realistic, easy to deploy agents become available everywhere, how soon until the cost and convenience lead them to replace actual humans in jobs that we thought required empathy? Things like corporate training, education, or even that first line of mental health support. Something to chew on.